Good afternoon, everybody. Today I'm going to build for you the 180-degree angle fold platform from the Elements of Pop-Up. All right, this is the downloadable pattern from popupbooks.com, and this is the pop-up we're going to make this afternoon, the 180-degree angle fold platform. And you'll see what happens here. This builds a platform that moves back and forth, moves up or down, depending on how you want to use it. And you can build another pop-up on top of this. So this becomes a base structure that will move. That's really what this is for. All right. Here we go. These are the pieces. And you'll see that all these pieces, or these pieces all use the same angle fold here. This angle, this angle, this angle, and this angle are all exactly the same, and they really need to be the same for this to work. And in this case, I've made this angle the same as these. So this piece will travel as far as it possibly can. You could change this angle and make it less than this angle, and it would stand up a little bit more and wouldn't travel as far. But today we're going to make it like this. All right, so fold our pieces. Okay. Center fold. And this piece folds like this. Okay, you can see what's happening here. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is glue this piece here. Okay. The one thing that's very important here is to make sure that this angle where it attaches, this piece where it attaches with the tab is parallel to the cut on the top here, so that once again all these angles remain the same, and that the center fold meets the center fold here. Okay, so get that stuck in place there. Hold it for 30 seconds or so. And now we're going to fold it back like this and do this. Okay. All right, and then we end up with a piece that looks like this. Okay. And it's probably a good idea to fold it up and make sure everything is working well. There it is. And as long as you have this part of the angle, this angle, this angle, and this angle parallel, it will work. And like I said, make sure that the center line here is lined up with the center line here. And off we go. I'm going to insert it through the slot. Once again, we're going to make sure that the center fold here hits the center fold on the base page. It's very important that all those centers hit there. Glue that piece in place. Now you could put a slot here, also a slot for this piece. I didn't, but you can. I'm going to glue this side down first, and then as always, we'll close the pop-up up. Oh, wasn't glued. 30 seconds or so. Get the fiber bond going there. How about now? Close enough. Okay. Close this up. There we go. And you see, you know you're doing this, or you have this piece assembled properly when This angle hits the centerfold here, and this angle right here hits the centerfold. This is actually a center line. That's a center line. This is a center line. They're hitting the centerfold there, then you're in good shape. Fold those two tabs over like this. Okay, and as usual, I'm going to glue this pop-up together closed. Squeeze everything in place there. And hold it for 30 seconds or so. Once again, get that fiber bond going. Oops. When I spill a little bit of glue, I take my X-Acto knife or my knife and scrape it off. Almost like new. This time I want to make sure this the glue is really good and stuck and glued well, because this piece has a good amount of stress on it, and those glue points will pop up if they're not glued well, and the fibers haven't bonded. Okay, let's see where we are. Yep, okay, there it is. And there's your 180-degree angle fold platform. And it tends to sort of stop right here, but you can actually push this all the way down. The reason this goes all the way down is because the angles are the same. The angle where it attaches is exactly the same here. If this angle is less, this pop-up would stop. It'd be right about here. Or you can control how far it travels by experimenting with the angle that it attaches to the page. Okay, there you go. Now you build a pop-up on top of this, and you have a pop-up that moves in dimension. Movement with dimension. All right.